好，大家好，我们开始第二部分，从第5个 module 开始。好，所以这个是美国历史重要的人。Benjamin Franklin is famous for many things. Name one. Benjamin Franklin is famous for many things. Name one. 所以 Benjamin Franklin 这个人，他 famous for many things。famous 的意思就是很著名有名 for many things 有很多理由为什么他有这么 famous name one 说出一个，所以呢你可以说 inventor 是最简单的 inventor 的意思就是他是个发明者，还是 US diplomat 的意思就是他代表美国去别的国家，然后跟他们看美国跟他们的关系，是 US diplomat。他还有帮我们写独立宣言，所以 helped write the Declaration of Independence. George Washington is famous for many things. Name one. George Washington is famous for many things. Name one. 这个就是一模一样的问题，就是来问你 George Washington，你应该知道他是我们第一个总统，所以可以说first president。对不起，这上面没有写。你可以说 father of our country， 他是我们国家的爸 ，father of our country。可以说 first president of the United States，first president of the United States。所以这就是第一个总统，美国第一个总统。下面 Thomas Jefferson is famous for many things. Name one. 至于同样的问题再问 Thomas Jefferson。他写了我们的独立宣言，他是我们第3个总统，还有我们第1个国务卿。所以他问的时候，你可以说他帮我们写，他写了独立宣言，所以他是 Writer of the Declaration of Independence。Writer of the Declaration of Independence。还有他是 the third President of the United States。Third President of the United States， 第3个美国总统。第1个国务卿就是 First Secretary of State， 你随便说一个都行。Third President of the United States， 我觉得最简单。Dwight Eisenhower is famous for many things. Name one. Dwight Eisenhower is famous for many things. Name one. 一模一样的问题，他问 Dwight Eisenhower。他在第2战的时候是一个 general。And 他还是我们第34个总统，所以我们说34th President of the United States. 34th President of the United States. 他还是 General during World War II. General during World War II. 好下面还会有人，但是我们现在到第6个是美国历史。好。What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? So a group of people 就是一群人 was taken to America 带到美国来，然后 sold as slaves 被卖成奴隶。这些人就是非洲人，所以就说 Africans。What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? What territory? 哪个领地 did the United States 美国 buy from France 从法国买 in 1803 在1803年美国从法国买了什么领地？ 你可以就说 Louisiana， 这个 Louisiana 的领地很大的，就说 Louisiana。Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. 说出一个仗美国 fought 打 in 1800年，或者1800到1900年，我们打了很多仗，你都可以说。最简单的可能是南北战争，南北战争就是 Civil War， 还有跟英国打的 War of 1812， 还有 Mexican American War， 墨西哥跟美国打仗 Mexican American War。 Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. 他叫你说出美国的 war， 在南边和北边这个战争是什么？南北战争 Civil War。逗号逗掉的是，你还可以说 the war between the states， 但是你就说 Civil War 就行了。Abraham Lincoln is famous for many things. Name one. 这个就像我们刚刚说的那些人的问题一模一样，但是这次呢就是 Abraham Lincoln 呢。Abraham Lincoln 是为什么有 famous 呢？他freed the slaves. Freed the slaves. 他放了这些奴隶，所以 freed the slaves.What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? What 什么 did the Emancipation 就是解放 Proclamation 就是我们要宣言我们的解放 Proclamation。 What did it do? 这个是干什么的？这个 Emancipation Proclamation 呢就是 freed the slaves， 解放这些奴隶 freed the slaves。 这个 Emancipation Proclamation 是林肯说的。What U.S. war ended slavery? What U.S. war ended slavery? 什么美国战争停止了 slavery？ 这就是 the Civil War。 Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. 这个跟刚刚的问题是一模一样的，但是现在是 1900s 不是 1800s， 所以你听清楚 1800s 就是1800到1900年， 1900s 呢就是1900到2000年。这个呢有很多第一世界大战、第二世界大战都是World War I, World War II, Korean War 都可以说，我们说 World War I, World War I, World War II, World War II， 还有 Korean War。 这个 Korean War 就是我们到朝鲜去打的仗。During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? During the Cold War, 在冷战的时候 what was 什么是 the main concern? Main concern 就是最大的问题 of the United States. 美国的最大的关心是什么？在冷战的时候，这就是不想spread communism. Spread 的意思就是传播，然后还有 communism 就是共产主义，所以美国是不想把这个共产主义到别的国家去，所以就是 communism. Communism. 下面 What did the civil rights movement do? What did the civil rights movement do? What did 什么 did the civil rights Civil rights 是民权 ，movement 是运动。Civil rights movement 是民权运动。What did the civil rights movement do？ 这个民权运动干了什么？这个民权运动呢，是为了停止歧视，种族歧视。种族是 racial， 歧视是 discrimination。他要停止 racial discrimination， 所以 fought to end racial discrimination. Fought to end racial discrimination. Fought to end racial discrimination. Martin Luther King Jr. is famous for many things. Name one. 这个问题跟我们别的人都一模一样，就是这一次是 Martin Luther King Jr. 他问你要一个理由，为什么 Martin Luther King Jr. 有这么有名？可以说 fought for civil rights， 民权运动的领导就是 Martin Luther King， 他是来给全部的人来 fight for 权利。So fought for civil rights. Fought for civil rights. What major event happened on September 11th, 2001 in the United States? What major event happened on September 11th, 2001 in the United States? What major event, 什么很重要的发生 event, happened on September 11th, 2001? 在9月11号2001年有什么很重要的东西发生了在美国？ Terrorists attacked the United States. Terrorists attacked the United States. Terrorists 就是恐怖分子 Terrorists attacked the United States. Attacked attacked 就是攻击我们 the United States. Terrorists attacked the United States. 好，下面There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. 这就说有4个 amendments 在我们宪法上说谁可以投票。4个 4 amendments to the Constitution 在我们宪法上 about who can vote 说谁可以投票。Describe one of them. 说出一个。我们选了最简单的放上去 Citizens 18 and older can vote. Citizens 18 and older can vote. 公民18岁以上可以投票 Citizens 18 and older can vote. 下面 Any citizen can vote. Any citizen can vote. Any citizen 只要你是公民 can vote 你都可以投票 Any citizen can vote. You don't have to pay a poll tax to vote. You don't have to pay a poll tax to vote. You don't have to, 你不需要 pay a poll tax, 不需要交一个税 to vote, to 投票。这3个里面选一个最简单的是 Any citizen can vote. Any citizen can vote. Who can vote in federal elections, run for federal office, and serve on a jury in the United States? Who can vote in federal elections, run for federal office, and serve on a jury in the United States? Who can vote in federal elections, run for federal office, and serve on a jury in the United States? So who can vote in federal elections? 谁可以在 federal， 所以我们国际的 elections 可以投票。然后election 选举，所以我们国际的选举谁可以投票？还有谁可以 run for federal office？ 谁可以竞选我们联邦的 office？还有 serve on a jury， 就是你要是成了公民了以后呢，你一定要作为一个， 你一定要每过1年或者2年，你一定要到我们 city 上呢，他会要你做一个 justice，一个 judge，他要你做一个像法官一样的人，看这些人，你的身边的这些人，要是犯了什么罪呢？看要你看你觉得是他们应该怎么样？所以只有公民可以做这些，所以就是 citizens. What are 3 rights of everyone living in the United States? What are 3 rights of everyone living in the United States? What are 3 rights of everyone living in the United States? What are 3 rights? So 什么是3个权利 of everyone 所有的人 living in the United States 住在美国的人的权利有什么？要说出3个。我们选最简单的 freedom of speech。你可以说你想说的，你可以说 freedom of speech, freedom of religion 宗教自由 freedom of religion, freedom of assembly, freedom of assembly 你要是不开心，你可以跟别的人一起讨论你为什么不开心，可以到一起去 freedom of assembly。我们再说这3个 freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of assembly。What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? What do we show loyalty to whenever we say the Pledge of Allegiance? What do we show loyalty to? 我们对什么忠诚 when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? 我们说这个 Pledge of Allegiance 的时候呢，我们是对什么有忠诚？这个 Pledge of Allegiance 就是对我们的美国国旗说的，所以就是 the flag。你也可以说 the United States， 我们是对美国忠诚，对吧？所以你可以说 the United States 或者 the flag。Name 2 promises that new citizens make in the oath of allegiance. Name 2 promises that new citizens make in the oath of allegiance. Name 2 promises that new citizens make in the oath of allegiance. Name 2 说出2个 promises 就是你一定会干的事 that new citizens 新的公民 make in the oath of allegiance。所以你要是当了公民了以后呢，你就会说一个 oath of allegiance， 就是你对美国的忠诚，你会说，你会保证。所以他要你说出2个2个东西你一直会做的事，你在这个 oath of allegiance 里面说的。这就有 give up loyalty to other countries, give up loyalty to other countries， 停止你的忠诚对别的国家，停止 give up loyalty 你的忠诚 to other countries， 对别的国家 give up loyalty to other countries， defend the constitution, defend the constitution， 保卫我们的宪法 be loyal to the United States, be loyal to the United States， 对我们的国家有忠诚 be loyal to the United States， 选2个说。What are 2 examples of civic participation in the United States? What are 2 examples of civic participation in the United States? What are 2 examples? 说出2个 example of civic participation, which is 公民参与 in the United States. 所以举出2个例子 of 公民参与 in the United States. 你可以 vote 投票 vote, run for office 选举，你可以选 run for office。你也可以 join a political party join a political party， 就是参与一个党派。你要是要参与民主党，你就加入民主党。你说出2个，所以我们说 vote， 还有 run for office。What is one way Americans can serve their country? What is one way Americans can serve their country? What is one way? 什么是一个办法 ？Americans can serve 美国人可以 serve their country， 帮我们美国可以投票 vote 就说 vote 就行了。Pay taxes 交税 obey the law 就是跟我们的法律走。所以 one way 只要说出一个例子就说 vote。好，下面呢就是新的问题，这在里面已经有新的问题了，但是这是不是改过的，就是很新的。What is the form of government in the United States? What is the form of government in the United States? What is the form of government of the United States? What is 什么是 the form of government? 我们 government 是政府 ，form 是什么类似什么样的 government 什么样的政府 of the United States？ 我们说 a republic 共和国 republic， 下面也可以说，但是蛮难的 representative democracy 就说 republic 就行。How can people become United States citizens? How can people become United States citizens? How 怎么 people 人 become 成 United States citizens 美国公民？人怎么成美国公民呢？你们样的要 naturalize。你们现在去考这个公民呢，就是来考这个 naturalization。所以你现在就是要去 naturalize。最简单说的就是 naturalize。你也可以说 derive citizenship， 去拿你的公民。你也可以说 be born in the United States。你要是生在美国呢，你就是公民。Be born in the United States. Why is it important to pay federal taxes? Why is it important to pay federal taxes? Why 为什么 is it important 重要 to pay federal taxes？ 为什么交税很重要？因为法律说的，所以你可以就说 required by law。required 就是必须的 ，required by law 这个法律说我们必须 required by law。你可以说 civic duty。civic duty 是我们公民的义务。还有 required by the Constitution 这个宪法说我们必须的 required by the Constitution。这3个选一个说 required by law 或者 civic duty 或者 required by the Constitution。 It is important for all men age 18 through 25 to register for the selective service. Name one reason why. It is important for all men age 18 through 25 to register for the selective service. Name one reason why. So it is important, 很重要 for all men, 所有的男人 age 18 through 25, 18岁到25岁之间 to register for the selective service. Register 的意思就是要把自己放在这个 selective service 里面来选。selective service 呢，就是我们要是要打仗的话呢，我们有一个 selective service 来选哪些男人帮美国去打仗。所以为什么这个很重要呢？是 required by law， 也可以就说 required by law， 也是 civic duty。我们刚刚说的 required by law 这个法律 说我们必须还有 civic duty，civic duty 就是我们公民的义务。The American Revolution had many important events. Name one. The American Revolution had many important events. Name one. 我们第一个 video 讲的呢 American Revolution 就是我们跟英国打的仗，要我们自己独立，对吧？所以这个 American Revolution had many important events， 有很多很重要的事发生。Name one， 说出一个。你可以说 Bunker Hill。Bunker Hill 是一个 battle 战争。Bunker Hill 在 Boston 上面一点点就是 Bunker Hill。还有 Declaration of Independence， 这个也很简单说，因为你一定要说，对吧？所以 Declaration of Independence。Declaration of Independence。独立宣言，还有 Yorktown。Yorktown 也是一个战争。这个 Bunker Hill 呢还是在 Boston 的，所以可能对你们有熟悉感，在这个呈现上，在 Community College 就是这个 Bunker Hill， 就是这个战争就在那边打的。James Madison is famous for many things. Name one. James Madison is famous for many things. Name one. James Madison 是个人，对吧？然后这下面的我们都知道在问什么，因为我们前面刚刚问了这些人是干什么的。James Madison 呢，是我们，对不起，上面没有。你看的时候我一定会把它放上去。他是我们 Father of our Constitution， 他是我们宪法的爸 Father of our Constitution。他也是我们的第4个总统 Fourth President of the United States。 Fourth President of the United States。 Alexander Hamilton is famous for many things. Name one. Alexander Hamilton 呢是谁？ Alexander Hamilton 是我们第一个 Secretary of the Treasury 管钱的 First Secretary of the Treasury。 你也可以说他也写了这个 Federalist Papers。 我们刚刚说 Federalist Papers 是帮助我们这个宪法通过的，所以他是有一个人写的，就是他。你要是记住 one of the writers of the Federalist Papers 的话，他要是问 James Madison， 你也可以说，因为 James Madison 也是一个，所以 one of the writers of the Federalist Papers。 下面 The Civil War had many important events. Name one. The Civil War had many important events. Name one. 好，所以The Civil War 是我们南北战争 had many important events， 这是我们看见过以前。说出一个你可以说 Emancipation Proclamation， 是我们刚刚说的是 Freed the Slaves， 这就是 Civil War 上有的， so 你可以说 Emancipation Proclamation。 你可以说 Lincoln was assassinated， Lincoln 被暗杀 Lincoln was assassinated。 还有 Gettysburg就是一个战争在这个战争上呢Lincoln 说了这个 Emancipation Proclamation。 Gettysburg。 What amendment gives citizenship to all persons born in the United States? What amendment gives citizenship to all persons born in the United States? 哪一个 amendment gives citizenship 给公民 to all persons 每个人 born in the United States 生在美国里？这就是 14th Amendment。 你要生在美国，你就是公民。14th Amendment。 14th Amendment. When did all men get the right to vote? When did all men get the right to vote? When 什么时候 did all men 每一个男人 get the right to vote 有权利投票？这个就是 15th Amendment。你可以说1870 1870年，或者你可以说 15th Amendment 第15个 Amendment。1870 15th Amendment. 1870 15th Amendment. Name one leader of the women's rights movement in the 1800s. Name one leader of the women's rights movement in the 1800s. So one leader 就是 Susan B. Anthony. 就是 one leader 一个领导 of the women's rights movement. 所以女人的权利的运动 in the 1800s 在1800到1900年的时候，有 Susan B. Anthony, Lucy Stone 可能是最简单的，还有 Harriet Tubman 这个人是一个很重要在美国历史的人 Harriet Tubman. Why did the United States enter World War I? Why did the United States enter World War I? Why did 为什么美国 United States enter 进 World War I 到第一世界大战？你可以说 to support the Allied powers. To support the Allied powers. 我呢也建议你说 to support the Allied powers， 因为他问你第二世界大战，你也可以说 to support the Allied powers. To support the Allied powers. 是帮 Allied powers。Allied powers 这个就是英国、法国这些。When did all women get the right to vote? When did all women get the right to vote? When did 什么时候 all women 每个女人get the right 拿到权利 to vote 投票？这就是 19th Amendment 第19 Amendment。这在1920年19th Amendment. What was the Great Depression? What was the Great Depression? What was the Great Depression? 什么是 the Great Depression? Great 就是最大的 ，Depression 就是要是有个人很不开心，是一个 depression。但是这个 depression 呢，就是我们经济的 depression， 所以是我们的 longest economic recession in modern history。longest 最长的 economic 经济 recession 就是经济不好的时候，in modern history 在今天的美国是我们最长的经济不好的时候 ，longest economic recession in modern history. When did the Great Depression start? When did the Great Depression start? Great Depression 是什么时候开始的？这个开始的就是 the Great Crash。The Great Crash 就是 great 很大的 crash 我们经济就塌了。The Great Crash. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Who was president? 谁是总统 during the Great Depression 在这个 Great Depression 时候 and World War II 还有在这个 World War II 上谁是谁？是 Roosevelt. Why did the United States enter World War II? Why did the United States enter World War II? 为什么美国进了 World War II？ 我刚刚说了，你就说 to support the Allied powers 就行了。World War I, World War II 都行。To support the Allied powers. Who was the United States' main rival during the Cold War? Who was the United States' main rival during the Cold War? Who was 谁是美国的 United States main rival 最大的 rival 就是对手 during the Cold War 在冷战时候，应该知道是苏联或者 Russia， 你就说 Russia 就行。Russia. Why did the United States enter the Korean War? Why did the United States enter the Korean War? Why 为什么 did the United States 美国 enter 进 Korean War 在南朝鲜在朝鲜打仗？为什么？这个就是因为他们不想传播这个共产主义，所以 to stop the spread of communism. To stop the spread of communism. To stop the spread of communism. To stop 停止 the spread 传播 of communism 共产主义。Why did the United States enter the Vietnam War? 我们为什么要到越南去呢？一模一样的。To stop the spread of communism. Why did the United States enter the Persian Gulf War? Why did the United States enter the Persian Gulf War? 为什么美国进了 the Persian Gulf War? Persian Gulf 是一个很大的水，在 Middle East Persian Gulf。我们为什么打这个仗呢？因为伊拉克打到 Kuwait 去了，那我们说我们想这不应该，所以我们一定要逼的伊拉克的 military to Kuwait， 所以就是 to force the Iraqi military from Kuwait. To force the Iraqi military from Kuwait. To force the Iraqi military from Kuwait. Name one U.S. military conflict after September 11, 2001 attacks. Name one U.S. military conflict after the September 11, 2001 attacks. Name one 说出一个 U.S. military 美国的 military 美国军事的 conflict 就是冲突 after 在这个之后是911之后我们最大的就是要到 Afghanistan 还有到伊拉克去打仗，对吧？因为美国觉得他们恐怖分子是从那里时候，我们就在那里去打仗。所以你可以说 War on Terror 就是我们在跟恐怖打仗。你可以说 War in Afghanistan 就是我们在 Afghanistan 打仗。还有你可以说 War in Iraq 是我们在伊拉克打仗。我觉得 War in Iraq 是最简单的。War in Iraq. War in Iraq. 好 Name one example of an American innovation. Name one example of an American innovation. Name one example of an American innovation. 说出一个例子 of an American innovation. 美国的 innovation 是创造的新的东西，所以你可以说 light bulb 灯泡 light bulb 可以说 automobile 就是我们开的车 automobile， 还有 airplane 飞机 airplane 都可以说选一个说 airplane 或者 light bulb。 The nation's first motto was 这个我也不会说 e pluribus something. What does that mean? The nation's first motto 我们国家的第一个 motto 是这个 What does that mean? 这是什么意思？你要是听见 the nation's first motto 的话motto 就是我们国家有一个很短的一些字来说我们自己国家。我们这个 motto 呢，就是这个字。What does that mean? 什么意思呢？就是 out of many, one。这是一个答案。Out of many, one. We all become one. We all become one. 那就是我们有13个州，我们都联合起来成一个州，一个国家，所以我们都成一个。We all become one. We all become one. 好，这是最后一个问题。所以这就是我们128道题来全部说了一遍，然后你可以到这个网站上来练习。还有最后一个是新的问题，所以你要是要复习的话，最后一个，然后还有1到7里面呢有新的问题，但是是在我们课程上有的，所以我们课程我们教的课有在我们网站上，还有我们短短的写了一下在我们的网上，所以你可以听别人说这个我们写的东西，还有你可以看中文的翻译。好现在就完了。Good luck on the exam and have fun studying.